Hello everyone, welcome back to Walk With Me Gaming. We are back to playing What Remains of Edith Finch. We left off, we had just heard the story of your mom and
got a job teaching English.
everyone in all of her siblings and how they died.
Lewis was born a year later.
Oh boy. Lewis. Which one was Lewis? No, Milton disappeared. Lewis... I don't remember Lewis.
When my dad
Oh,
died,
I know Lewis.
I don't think Mom knew where else to go.
Aw. So she came back here.
I'm sure Edie was happy to have her back.
Lewis, Dawn,
And to see kids in the house again.
Milton. Milton got a tower. It is a tower. And they're all painted. The artist, as always.
The house had to get a little bigger, but Edie was used to that.
This is neat.
And for a while,
Mom decided to
things
homeschool.
were good. Almost normal.
Makes
But it
sense.
didn't last.
Could it ever? In this world? Another hamster. Aw. I feel like this game just like slowly makes me sadder. Because I know it.
The beginning of the end was Milton's 10th birthday, when Edie gave him a castle.
That is really cool. Never found him.
After Milton disappeared, the only thing he left behind was a room full of paintings.
Recognize that one? If you watch my videos, you should. Oh, boy. Here we go. This part, I don't know why. That door.
I think Edie was happy to finally have another painter in the family.
I don't know why. This makes me so emotional. To hear this music again. Oh, it got me again. I think just knowing just this beautiful, wonderful game connected to another beautiful, wonderful game. Look at that. That's the first level of the game of the Unfinished Swan, and he built it. So the idea that Milton disappeared into this wonderful world with his magic paintbrush, and that being the story of the Unfinished Swan is just absolutely adorable to me. And seriously, this music is choking me up. Oh my gosh. Oh. Such impressive work Milton did. Oh. The king crown and everything. So cute. The magic paintbrush.
The magic paintbrush.
The magic paintbrush. And he made a door with which to travel through, and was never seen again. And that's the story of Milton. And if you haven't watched my playthrough of The Unfinished Swan, you really should. Because
I was 4 when Milton disappeared.
it's an amazing game. Oh, gosh. Oh, this game makes me so sad. Oh, I get down.
Mom spent months searching for my brother. Then she sealed the doors.
That's when Mom went crazy. Okay, now what? Back out?
Whatever Milton
Back
had found in
out
the
we go.
house, Mom didn't want it getting out.
Understandable. And we keep moving along. Oh, no. Not that way. Oh, yeah. I forgot. The stairs. That's so clever that they hide those stairs. You don't even pay attention to the stairs. Because you walk out and you see the castle. And you're like, absolutely, we're going there. And then you go back here. And it's like, where do I go? Of course. The staircase right here that you didn't even notice. So well done.
Mom definitely blamed Edie, but I think Lewis blamed himself.
Aww. Let's talk about
After
Lewis.
he graduated, he just spent more and more time in his room. Until Mom got him a job at the cannery.
22.
Everyone always told me to stay out of Lewis's room. Except Lewis.
Good old Lewis. Lewis was a good guy. Can I climb up here? Nope. Nope. Definitely can't climb up there. Hop in here. A boat perched atop this giant monument. Lewis might have the coolest room. Seriously, again, if someone was to make this an actual house, I'd seriously pay just to tour it. Just to give me an hour to walk through this. I'd love it.
Smelled very, very familiar. That part of him lived on.
Well, that's good. Not for me. I told that last week. Definitely never. I don't think I'm ever gonna try anything weed related again. It just does not sit well with me.
I spent a lot of time playing games together, but he was surprisingly bad at them. He died a lot.
Yeah. Groovy, man. Oh boy. Lewis's stuff from the cannery.
Dear Mrs. Finch, as Lewis's psychiatrist, I can understand your desire for an explanation. As I see it, the trouble began in January, shortly after we convinced your son to seek treatment for
So now that he was sober, he noticed how
Newly sober,
boring his
I
life
believe Lewis
was.
first noticed the monotony of his daily life.
Gosh, ain't that the truth? We just threw the fish through.
He kept working at the cannery,
Chop.
but he withdrew part of himself. In our sessions, I saw the same.
This is why a monotonous job deserves payment.
His mind began to
For that's
wonder.
this is the kind of thing when the people say like, oh, this is an
I asked him to
untrained
describe
job. You don't need to pay like very well.
said
Like
he
people,
started small.
if you want to get paid better, get a better job. It's like, you know what? These jobs need to be done too, and this kind of monotony
Imagining
needs
a
breaks. Times to step away because this is a exhausting
He
kind of
feels way
lifestyle.
out.
Oops. Oh no, get rid of it. So now I'm playing 2 games at once.
There's something new.
This is a really cool way to
Bats.
do things. Oh no,
And
bats and toads and some sort of dragon.
and things that have
Look out
not
for the
been noticed.
Dagron.
He knew it was all
Get
in
out.
his head.
Well, that's good.
But he took it very
I love that.
seriously. I had hoped he'd find himself.
Getting a little more detailed.
But he found something more.
Oh, is that a bad thing? Apparently
I
so.
worried about him then,
Uh,
daydreaming at the cannery. I spoke with his boss. But he said Lewis had become a model employee. Methodical, tireless, focused.
because his brain was somewhere completely different.
Like a whole new Lewis.
That doesn't sound like a good Lewis.
So I let him go on.
Let him become the master of his own world.
I even encouraged him. It seemed very promising at first.
So is this the psychologist like admitting that she
Probably
screwed
made a
up
new
or something? It was an imaginary dog.
On the edge of a city he named Lewis Topia. He built the city up slowly, brick by brick.
And now I have
Then he
minstrels.
made musicians.
Fantastic. How perfect. They shall sing my praises.
And songs for them to play.
Aw.
He talked about starting a band.
In his imaginary world,
But
of
he was
course.
always humming something.
The songs of Lewis.
Every day his imagination grew stronger.
The
He
fish.
no longer spoke at the cannery.
Yeah, that's not a good
But his
sign
chopping
ever.
was as reliable as ever.
Yeah, no, that you should
Then one
still
day it
watch
struck
out for your employees.
That
That's
all
the kind of thing
trees,
that leads to a
even the
tragic
stones
end.
under his feet, were all in his imagination.
But it was as
So
real
he
as
could
it
do
needed to
whatever
be.
he wished.
Kill the fish. I thought it would pop the balloon.
He held an election for mayor. And he won.
Mayor Lewis. Oh no.
Begged him to stay.
Is this the story of
His
Stardew
life
Valley?
already wandered. It became a game for him.
Oh. The funny thing with this is like
He'd
to
conquer a
keep
city
playing,
and immediately
you have
push
to
on.
keep going with the fishes, otherwise.
New Louisville.
Otherwise you can't see what's going on. Oh no, I crashed.
St. Louis.
Of course.
He started drifting away from our
Louis
reality.
Topia. Show me more Lewis World. Louis Land.
Minneapolis. Until one day he forgot to go
Minneapolis.
home from the cannery.
What? What do you do?
Even
Just
as
work
his
through the
mother
night?
pleaded with him, part of Lewis kept sailing on.
Jeez. Lewis was gone. Yeah, that's a problem. That's the kind of mental state that you do not want to be in. You've
In
completely
Lewiston,
lost it.
He heard rumors of a
Let's go with Beautiful Prince. I think we went with Handsome Queen last
beautiful
time.
prince.
Let's make Lewis gay. Why not? Doesn't affect anything. Beautiful colors here. I wonder if this is made...
The
I
prince was on
wonder
his
if that
own
writing
quest
is actual, like, writing. Because I don't know. The prince was on his own quest for radiant rainbows. Of course.
Radiant rainbow.
We've got enough serpents. I bet you the serpents look exactly the same, just as serpents instead of rainbows. The Serpent and the Rainbow. Isn't that a movie? It's like a horror movie or something. I don't know.
He
I don't
followed
watch
the
scary
sound of
movies.
his-
Silver harp, of course.
Silver
Like, I'm
harp.
curious if this is Hindi language, because I don't know. But considering that their family is half Indian, kind of would make sense a little bit. Some lovely music
His
you made
chase
there.
led him to a golden palace east of the sun and west of the moon.
Yeah, that does tend to be where places are.
Even then, his logic remained sound.
The graphics are getting... This is like Evo Land. I should play
He
that
knew the world
eventually.
was all in his
That'll come up
imagination.
eventually. Oh, jeez. We got fish overload, guys. Fish overload. These graphics are getting fantastic.
But he was so proud of having created it. In his own eyes, he'd become something greater than a king.
Oh, yeah? It's pretty nice.
For someone
is really
who'd never
cool.
known success in the real world, I think it was overwhelming. And then it struck him that the real Lewis was not the one chopping salmon, but the one climbing the steps of a golden palace.
To his beautiful prince.
My imagination
This is the kind of
was as real as my
disassociation
body.
that is genuinely dangerous.
It was hard to argue with him.
Your magical world's not quite as magical here. The blood splatters from all the fish guts. That's too much blood, guys. That's a nice poster. Whatever that is, knockoff Game Boy. And the
Began to
Chinese
forget
food.
The world we know.
Ugh. Really? Is that what they do with all the dead fish? Just throw them in a thing?
I think it pained him to remember Lewis, the cannery worker.
What on earth? That's weird. Maybe those ones are alive. I don't know. Oh. He's coming upon himself. We're interacting with ourselves again. But he just keeps going.
He began to despise the man with a royal contempt.
Yo, me. Dude, you've lost it. Whatever. I'm gonna be the
I
king.
still thought I could save him. Even after he said he was being crowned king over all the lands of wonder.
Aw. Poor guy. Just living
The
a
palace
miserable
with
life,
his companions.
stuck in the world of nothing. So cute. Can't really walk this part. Just gotta enjoy looking at it and knowing what kind of tragedy will
Including the
consume
wise
him.
Calico who'd insisted on advising him.
The wise Calico who insisted. Oh, Molly. Oh, the cat named Molly. Let me reach the end of the conveyor belts. Yes, salute me. I am
His
your
apprentice
king.
waited, holding his crown.
Aw. That's
There was only one thing left to do.
not good. That's not how you crown someone. That's the opposite. That's killing. It's definitely killing.
Bend down his head.
Ugh.
And the rest I think you know.
Oof.
Mrs. Finch, your son was a kind man who will be missed by all of us who knew him.
You know, that one hits really hard because it's so real. Like, obviously most people don't go into a mental
brother was really
breakdown
cool.
and kill themselves
I
like
wish you
that,
could've
but
met him.
it's not that uncommon. We've got a kind of bitter world right now full of unsatisfied people working jobs that they hate for barely any money. Is it so crazy to think that they would, disassociate out of existence? Unfortunately, it's not. Was it snowing? What?
On the way back from Lewis's funeral, my mom told me to start packing.
We're getting out of here.
She waited until the day before we left to tell Edie.
Eh.
I'm not sure if she wanted to make it easier or harder.
Whose room is this?
I wish we'd stayed.
Is this my room?
But I
This can't be
understand why we
Edie's.
left.
I guess this was our family middle of the area. Huh. Took what we could. Got out of here.
My mom ended up leaving everything behind.
Didn't even care. Just get me out. Aw. She wrote a classroom book. Aw. Her husband's stuff.
What happened that night had been coming for a long time.
Yeah.
Maybe it should have come sooner.
It's a nice little sparrow you got there. Gosh, it's so crazy how big this house is.
All that's left now is to tell you about that last night.
Oh boy. Let's hear the story. Is that a knife? Oh, it's a feather. It's a feather pen. It's my room. It's Edith's room.
That whole last day, Edie just watched us pack and didn't say a word. Until supper, when she raised her glass and said,
"To our final night together, and all our final nights apart."
Grandma, you know what I said about alcohol. Some of your medications are very
Edith,
specific.
I left a present for you in the hallway. Why don't you go open it? The grown-ups have to argue now.
I'm sorry, you're right. We're all leaving tomorrow. Let's just enjoy our last...
I'm not leaving.
Edith, you're excused.
Get out of here. The one Chinese restaurant. Going back to the old days.
the power had been shut off that morning, but
Oh.
Edie always had plenty of candles. When my mom sealed the library, I don't think she knew about the other entrance. Or that Edie had a key to it.
Of course she did. Sneaking, sneaking, sneaking. As we always do.
That thing you're afraid of isn't going to end when you leave the house.
It might help.
You have a right to know these stories.
My children are dead because of your story. I think it's best if Edith and I leave tonight. I'll have the nursing home send a van for you in the morning. Okay?
Aw. Frog. Odin. Stories from the old country. Oh. Was this like Edith's secret room? Did Edith stay here? Or Edie, the grandma? History of the Finches. Do you really want to read these stories?
There's so many stories I wish I could tell you, but there's only time for one. This is about what happened on the night you were born.
What?
That night, the tide went way, way out.
Oh.
It was the first and last time I ever saw the old house aground. There'd been an earthquake out in the middle of the ocean. They called it
Take advantage of
the
it.
lowest tide in 1,000 years. God, it smelled awful. No, I've seen that house.
I mean,
every
low tide
day
is
of
just
my life.
all the dead things laying there. Edie got to see her house one more time.
But I never thought I'd go back to it. When the fog rolled in, I lost my way.
Just look for the light. Maybe.
I got
Does that
turned
work?
around.
Oh no. That's not right. I guess we're going this way now.
I started seeing things.
Dear. Things that were going to murder me.
Things I'd forgotten had ever existed.
Like what?
But
What do we got?
when I
A
saw
bed here?
them, they felt like old friends. That night, a lot of things came back to me.
I came back to you, do you mean
Or
you
maybe
rediscovered?
I came back to them.
Yeah, that's about right. The only time she got to see her old house from when she was a baby.
Things I can't explain, but that I need you to try and...
Edith, what are you doing in here?
It's mine.
No,
Edith!
Mom,
give me the
you're gonna
book.
Rip it. Let go. I kicked and screamed, but Mom dragged me to the car. I never saw Great Grandma Edie again. The next morning, the van came to pick her up, but she was already gone.
Again, it sounds like, oh, it's the
After that,
curse.
we
It's
moved around a lot.
no, it's probably alcohol mixed with her medicine. Every tragedy in this
We both
is
tried to
stuff
make
that
the
could have
best of
been
it.
prevented. Yeah, and then what?
A
Oh,
few years went by.
this is so precious how they design these things
My
like
mom
this.
didn't like to talk about it.
Mom was
But
sick.
She started getting sick a lot.
Oh.
She got better for a while, and then she didn't. And then I was alone.
Not even an adult yet.
The last Finch left alive. Until I found out about you. I'm still not sure what to tell you about all this. If
Yeah.
we lived forever, maybe we'd have time to understand things.
I'd be conflicted
But
too.
as it is, I think the best we can do is try to open our eyes. And appreciate how strange and brief all of this is.
Yup. Go towards the light.
This journal was supposed to be for you. But now I hope you'll never see it. I just want to meet you. And tell you
Tell
all
you
the
the
stories
stories.
myself.
Yep.
But I guess if you're reading this now, things didn't work out that way.
No.
This is where your story begins. I'm sorry I won't be there to see it. It's a lot to ask, but I don't want you to be sad that I'm gone. I want you to be amazed that any of us ever had a chance to be here at all. Good luck.
God, that's sad. Just a family of stories. Sad, sad stories. And that's it. And that's it. God. You guys just get to see me choke up at one game after another. First it was Before Your Eyes, and now this one. I don't think the next game I play will make me cry, but you never know. You never know with me. I cry at everything, especially fiction. I don't cry about real things. I cry about fiction. Gosh, this game. I'm really glad that, well, one, that I got to play this at all, because this is one of the few walking sims that was on just Windows only. So I was like, great, I'm never going to get to play. get to play this. And then the Switch came out, and suddenly everything has Milton. Oh, that's still just. I don't know why that fills me with emotion. Seeing the Milton stuff and the connection to Unfinished Swan. It's just such a beautiful story. So, but yeah, just when I was able to play this game, I was just really excited. So, and I really was not prepared for that with the connection to Unfinished Swan. Like, I knew that it was the same company, but I just assumed it was his own thing. But yeah, just a neat idea. A neat story. I'm sorry. I'm getting kind of tired. It's 5 in the morning. Probably gonna hop in the shower after this and head to bed. I'm exhausted. But this was nice. Nothing to put you to sleep like a nice walking simulator. The boyfriend's mask. This is a cool way to do the credits, too. That kid found the best picture. It's funny how many really poorly made pictures are out there from people's history. 'Cause now you don't have pictures like this. You take 14 pictures of the one scene and then keep the best one. You don't keep the extra stuff on the side. When you had limited photos opportunities, you just did what you had. Anyway, I don't know. I'll just enjoy the rest of this, but since this is wrapping up, might as well just say, so this is the first of the Walking Simulator Wednesdays, or Walking Wednesdays, whatever you want to call it. So some of the games I play on this day will be not quite as interesting. There will be lots of story games. So if you like interesting storytelling, I hope you will enjoy this. And if you don't, well, I still have my indie games on Tuesday and my big games on Thursday. So, but I just have so many games, it just gives me something else to play. And that's kind of the goal, because I just like having some stuff to play. Go Team Sparrow. So yeah, go check out my other videos, and if you like this one, leave a comment, tell me what you thought, and just hopefully we can see more awesome games. So thank you all for watching. I will see you guys next time. Bye.